the TeamClearCoat podcast. We're two friends finally doing something about our obsession with cars.
We're probably not doing it well, but it should be fun, and we might actually learn something along the way. I'm Dave.
And I'm Ian, and this is our show.
What? Blowing out the levels already.
But what?
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the TeamClearCoat
No,
podcast.
what? We already did that in the intro.
I'm Dave.
I'm Ian. What?
Ian, I did something.
You did do something. You did do it.
Ladies
And it was a surprise.
It was.
You kept it from me.
I did.
We'll talk about that later. But so Dave, I pulled up to the house. First of all, I sent him a text letting him know that, as always, I was very excited to poop in his house.
That's all you use me for anymore. Is I'm just my.
You're it's a known peaceful pooping spot, which I have a
yeah.
a 4-year-old and a 1-month-old. So
a KPP. Yeah. Okay.
Known peaceful pooping spot.
KPPS.
Yep.
Okay.
So it's it's my once a week bowel movement, which is totally normal, right? And so I was arriving at Dave's house today expecting to have my normal once a week poop.
Right. And the first question I asked you when you were pulled up, because I was taking out my trash.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Tomorrow's large item collection day, so there's going to be some exhaust pieces out there for the garbage man, garbage person.
And you were like, "How urgent is this?" And I was like, "It's not unurgent." And you were like, "Good enough."
Yeah. I was like, well, if he shits himself when he sees the Viggen, then so be it.
Yeah.
So I walked you back to my garage
and said you had lights to show me.
I did actually install new LED lights in my garage.
Did not notice them.
They're super bright and they're awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they had them on sale at Costco, and they're like, you don't have to change the bulbs. It's all like contained in one thing.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So I wired those up. They're great. Yeah. But guess what? I'm gonna need them.
Yeah.
Because I've got something to work on again.
Yeah. So you just got rid of Dusty Rusty 2 days ago?
Yep, 2 days ago. Yeah, got rid of it on Saturday morning. A day ago, yesterday.
Yeah.
Got rid of the parts car / track car that never was on Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
So 3 days ago. That just went straight to a scrapper, and that was I filled that thing with tons of extra parts. Just threw a seat in there, and if anybody in Denver needs a car towed away, just straight for cash, the guy I have is awesome, super awesome communication, on time, just cash, boom, and said and done. Yeah, so there you go. Yeah, fantastic.
Well, that's great.
His name's Danny. Yeah, great.
Got a guy.
Yeah, got a guy. I do, yeah.
But so you lured me into your garage under false pretenses.
Right. It wasn't. I had little trails, shots of whiskey lined up, and promises of a limited edition beta band EP you've never heard of.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I'm interested. Tell me more.
See, I do know how to get you into my garage.
I'll go into that dark alley. Yeah. Sounds great. So we go in and there's a blue 99 Viggen 3-door in there.
Yeah.
Wily old coot you.
So here, find which browser tab is it? Is it this one?
No,
that's not it. Surprise ruined. It's gonna be there. It is. All right, let's show the people.
Yeah,
it
looks great on the driver's side.
It does. Yeah. So. I mean, let's give the whole story of the Viggen. Yeah. So
how many miles are on it?
212,000. Yeah. So a lot of miles.
That's a lot of miles.
But these engines do run a long time. So
yeah. There is rust, right?
I bought it from a really nice guy named Peter.
Okay.
So thank you, Peter, who lives up towards Vail. So he was nice enough to meet my girlfriend and I in A-Basin today. I think today was A-Basin's closing day.
Oh, really?
Have you ever done something like that?
I've never gone this late.
Okay.
I've never gone into June.
So he had texted, Peter had texted and said that he was going to be pond skipping or pond sloshing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So do you know what this is?
Yeah. So at the end of the basically like at the top of the mountain there's still snow, and
Right,
at the
right.
bottom there's not much.
Right.
And then there's a lake forms
You're
from all the melt.
exactly right,
And
yeah.
people, you keep your speed up and lean way back, and you skim across the lake. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what they were up there doing. So people had like water wings and tutus
Yeah.
and like little child's inflatable.
Yeah, I've never done it.
things.
It's supposed to be. It's
It
supposed to be
looks
a blast,
hilarious.
but-
Yeah. We should do that sometime.
We should.
Yeah. Medicine A Basin, and so my girlfriend and I had gone up to Vail last week to go see it, and everything came through, and Peter's a super nice guy, and I'm really thankful to carry on the ownership of this specific Viggen.
Yeah.
He's from Maine, and so it's been in Maine for a while, which explains the rust,
Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
But the key thing is he's the second owner of the car. He's had it for 8 years, and under his ownership, he's a super mechanical guy. Like he's done some great work. He's like the way I kept up Dusty Rusty, he's
Yeah.
kept this up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you could tell that there's been some care done.
Right.
Care made into
Some
it.
bleeding. Emotionally,
so this is
financially.
an old picture then, right? Because those wheels aren't on the car now.
Correct.
And the badge is still there.
That's the glue from the badge.
Oh,
if
that's
you
the glue
zoom
from it.
in,
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
So the badges are missing, and there's some bubbling on the passenger side.
yep. The whole passenger door is going to have to go. So I'm going to source a 9.3 door.
Uh-huh.
So with the purchase of the car came a really good recommendation for somebody that is aces at bodywork.
Oh.
It's actually the person that did the bodywork on that Subaru that I showed you last time we were recording.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
awesome.
So I mean, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Stuff's starting to come together.
It's
Beautiful
all
mind stuff.
clicking into
Yeah,
place.
the red yarn is yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
So he had it for 8 years, and he moved on to a different daily driver, a 400 horsepower BMW M5.
Nice.
The one we all want. What year is that? Like 2001 ish.
Oh, yeah. The
Right?
E39.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Mhm.
So that's now taking up his time and money.
So, for the people who don't know, tell the people why the Viggen is a special car.
Sure. So first of all, for me, the Viggen is Saab at its absolute peak,
Mhm.
right? And it's not quite seen like that in the Saab community. Like some people really like it, some people
Some
couldn't
people would
care.
say the SPG,
Right,
from
the SPG,
80s
yep,
would be
the
peak.
Exactly.
Some people would argue that my car is
right
the one at its peak.
Exactly.
Those people are wrong.
But for me, it's always ever since I knew the Viggen was a thing, and I knew the Viggen was a thing before I was a Saab owner.
Yeah.
It always just captivated me. Like
Yeah.
the fact that specifically a 3-door Viggen, but anytime I saw a 5-door Viggen, it still made me happy.
Yeah.
And that's the one that my girlfriend and I went out to Sushi Den, and the valets had parked a mint 5-door Viggen. Like, you know how they do that? Like,
Yep.
they have like the car. Oh, they're like, yeah, we're gonna keep this one right here
Yeah.
because we like looking at it all day.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
they're like, get the fuck out of here with your Bentley.
Right? Yeah.
This
right.
$3,500 Saab is going to be in the
See?
front. Yeah.
Right? Yeah, for real. So so the Viggen is something special. So the things that make it special besides the body kit, you can see this big front bumper here, right? And so that's like the Viggen body kit. Peter took this picture, so thank you, Peter. And specifically this big front lip, this is good to place all of the alcoholic beverages that you need to maintain the car and
Right.
tools and rags and stuff like that. But for some reason, that overhang, that chin jut, just like seals everything for me. I love it so much.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
It looks cool, and it's always looked cool. And if I remember right, these had great commercials too.
Yeah.
Like in the 90s, like
we'll
they
have
had,
to YouTube some of these.
and definitely great magazine ads.
Yes.
Like with the Saab
The
Viggen
fighter jet.
Fighter
Yeah.
jet.
That's what it's named after. Yeah,
Right.
it's the fighter jet. Yeah, let's see if I can pull up one.
And then the other thing was just that color blue
That it's called Lightning Blue.
is just so cool.
Yeah, so here's a Viggen jet. Yeah,
Right.
and so it's a delta wing aircraft. It's a fixed wing. It's insane.
It's not a
right?
delta wing.
Whatever.
Actually, those are canards.
Canards. It has
A
canards.
delta wing would be wings pointed in the other direction.
Jesus Christ. So yeah.
Guess he was really into fighter jets when he was a kid.
So the Viggen the Viggen is named after that, but so instead of the 2.0 engine, it has a 2.3 liter, right? Which actually makes a pretty big difference in first gear. Like that lower end torque it really does.
Right.
The older Saabs, 94 to 98 were the T5 motor. And this is the first T7 car. And so for anybody who doesn't know, that's denoted by the red or black direct ignition cassette that you see sitting in the center of the engine. That controls the spark plugs. T5s are red, T7s are black.
And that cassette is basically
paper mache and, spider webs.
It's essentially like ECU and
NOx sensors and coil packs,
all in just one ready to fail package.
You're exactly
one single point of failure.
You're exactly right, and
that plugs right in.
So Saabs do have variable ignition timing, and it's with that cassette.
Okay.
So it controls spark.
So there's an ECU.
Yes, there is a separate ECU.
And then that's an ECU that just runs the ignition system, right?
It's kind of like a small just sub-processor. Yeah, there is some logic in there, like some capacitors and stuff like that. But the ECU does the heavy lifting. That has like sensors and controllers and stuff in it. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
It is there's definite like it's a weird design choice.
It is
to do that because there are some benefits to it because it is kind of nice to just clip and you're done.
Yeah, snap an entire thing on
until it breaks.
So
and then your car is immobile.
Right. So I with Dusty Rusty I had one, and with the track car I had one, and then I just had another one.
Yeah.
And so Saab owners always say that no matter what, you should just find one at a junkyard or whatever and just test it to make sure it works, and then just keep it in the hatch.
Yeah.
Just do that. Just keep it in your trunk, keep it in your hatch. But that's it. So like that was the crucial element of the Saab rescue kit.
Yeah.
Right. So that was like jumper cables, coolant oil, a couple hoses, some clutch cable, therapy books, stuff like that. But mainly it all gravitated
Bottle
around
of whiskey.
Yeah, exactly. A direct ignition cassette. Yeah, just taffy surplus for me. Like in case of emergency, break the rock candy to get to the taffy. Yeah. So just real quick, the biggest difference between the T5 and the T7. So Dusty Rusty was a T5, 2.0 T5 engine. The T5s, it's the B204 block. That was like Saab being Saab, okay? It was ridiculously overbuilt. So all of the internals were crazy hardened. They were really robust. And people routinely took that engine to over 400 horsepower just on stock internals.
Wow.
No forged pistons, nothing like that. Just stock internals. Okay.
That's crazy.
Stock, So that's how robust they were. But the downside was all of that stuff was really heavy, which made gas mileage worse. In the interest of making gas mileage better, they lightened up all the components that they could and came out with the T7 engine, the B235 block. B234, 235. I can't remember. I think it's 234. But So that block has a better flowing cylinder head on it. They evolved the cylinder head design from the older T5, but the internals are not as robust, right? So you can't tune them like crazy like you could the 204.
So the blocks are related then. So is it like a bigger bore or a bigger stroke? Where'd they get the extra?
They got the extra from a bigger stroke. It's not bored over.
It's a longer stroke.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Interesting.
Yeah. So
this is the most technical this podcast has ever been.
Right?
I'm sorry, everyone.
Yeah. This is a drastic turn
Yeah.
from us just yelling at each other about whether or not
people getting whiplash out there.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. So like so that it is my first T7 car, and you can't really quite mod it as much as you can the 204s as easily. There's still stuff like you can do an open air intake, but you can't have like a K&N because like that oil will dirty up the mass airflow sensor, stuff like that, right? You can't have a blow off valve. You have to have a diverter valve.
Oh, really?
So you can't, like, I can't have turbo noises like like Dusty Rusty. I know, right? But so you have to have it divert back into the intake.
Why can't you?
Because the engine and ECU do not like that air does not come back at gear shift intervals.
Weird.
Yeah.
So there's some sensor like in the mass airflow sensor or something?
Yeah, I don't know. But like if you want, let's say you happen to have a T7 Saab. Okay. And the check engine light happens to not be on. And the bulb is actually working behind it.
Crucial.
Right?
Crucial.
Right? So let's say on that bizarre set of circumstances, just go buy a lottery ticket, first of all. But let's say all that happens. If you want an instant way to make your check engine light come on, put a blow-off valve on instead of a diverter valve.
Really?
Yeah.
Yep. So weird.
Right? Yeah. So that's why the T7 engine kind of gets a little bit of shade on it, but whatever. So, so I like, this is the holy grail. This is a bucket list car for me. This color, this configuration.
Yeah.
I want the 99 because I think that might be the only year that they did the two-tone leather inserts on the seats.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. The seats are cool. They've seen better days.
Well, it's 20-year-old leather.
Right.
Yeah.
But they're cool. They're really cool.
The bolsters are great.
The shaping on them is really interesting, and the shape has held up.
It has.
It's just the leather is split.
Yeah. So I'll get them reupholstered. Yeah.
So that brings us to your plans for the car, and I think I know what the plans are.
Okay. All right.
I don't think you're going to build a track monster.
I'm not.
I think you plan on restoring this car.
You're exactly right. I plan on restoring it. I plan on properly restoring it.
Okay.
To as best showroom quality as I can.
Have a lot of people done that?
I don't think so. I think you find
Are there reasons for that?
Well, it's that thing. Like, remember when we saw like the crazy restored Plymouth Laser, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Right.
I think it's like I mean, people either keep these sealed or let them go to shit.
Right.
Right. Not a lot of people try to bring them back.
So does that mean that you're going to undo some of the modifications? Are you going to take it back to stock ride height?
No, I'm not. So if anything, Peter told me that the Conies could probably be sent out for a rebuild.
Yeah.
He
has lowering springs, and then he has Coney yellow shocks.
That's
right?
correct.
Okay.
Yep.
So the same thing I did with the R32.
Exactly. Yeah. So to me, this is like I don't want to take it necessarily back to like exact stock because I don't think in stock form they're the best. But I think stock-ish with a few tasteful mods is like the absolute peak to me.
Well, and the thing about the mods too is that they're like period correct.
Right, exactly.
And they're the mods that like a Saab Viggen owner would do.
You're exactly right. Yeah.
Like a Saab Viggen owner who cared about spirited driving would upgrade the brakes.
Yep,
they would
put
the Saab
the Viggen Rescue Kit on it.
Yeah,
so that's a steering rack brace that basically bolts your steering rack and firewall to the strut tower to keep everything from flexing.
That's so crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you said the rear sway bar too.
The rear sway bar, yeah. And so it's a genuine Saab rear sway bar, and Taliaferro, the guy in Springfield, the same guy that makes the exhaust. Is it just like a big rear sway bar to kind of dial out some understeer? Yep, that's exactly what it is. And so he sells, I think, 2 or 3 grades of rear sway bar. Mm-hmm. There's like a simple, a track-ish, and then there's like a full-on race sway bar. Mm-hmm. This is the midpoint, which I think is the best. Yeah,
that's awesome.
Yeah. I think it's a 22 millimeter sway bar. The stock sway bar on Dusty Rusty, you could take off and just bend with your hands. Yeah. It was like you might as well have a picture of a sway bar.
So how does it drive?
It drives amazing.
How's the ride compared to Dusty Rusty?
It's great.
Yeah.
It's great. You can tell it's a little lowered and there's a little bit less travel. Mm-hmm. It's not too crashy or anything like that. It's fantastic.
The Coney Yellows,
they're great.
I like them.
Yeah.
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 Obviously,
I haven't checked to see what they're dialed in at.
Yeah.
But I'll probably loosen them up just a little bit, but yeah.
At least in the front, go harder in the rear so you
Yeah.
get the benefit
Get a
of that
little
sway bar,
rotation.
get a little rotation out of it.
Yeah.
Are you going to track it at all?
Nope. I'm probably never going to track it.
Really?
Yep. I think old man sedan is
Okay.
the track. But if I'm picking the car between the two of them that I'm going to track,
Uh-huh.
it's going to be my Infinity. To be
Really?
honest, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we need to figure out a way to hook up when I'm driving the old man sedan.
Uh-huh.
We need to turn it into like the Riff bus. So we need like 4 people in the car, right? All with helmets and microphones, just talking shit on the driver, and then like take turns driving, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and then put that out as videos. Yeah.
Yeah. We can make that happen.
Yeah.
I know how to make that happen.
Okay. Yeah. So, so I've been thinking a lot lately with getting rid of the parts car and Dusty Rusty and all of that stuff. I've been thinking about where my home is in the automotive enthusiast community and what I really want, right? We've talked about how I don't really want to drive a race car.
Right.
Like I feel more at home, den mothering, pit crew, support. I love go-kart racing. I like stuff like that. I like individual like time trial based stuff, but I don't really have that chip for passing somebody on a racetrack, right?
Sure.
And I think it's an important thing in the automotive enthusiast community to say that that's okay, that's awesome, and everybody needs to find their own home, like,
Yeah.
right? And that you shouldn't feel bad because you don't really want to race cars,
Yeah.
but you want to help, right? Like there's nothing demeaning about that, or anything to look down on. So, I think I kind of had to get over that hump a little bit myself. Like, am I really an automotive enthusiast? Like I'll do track days and stuff like that, but like racing, I don't feel like I'm cut out for, and like coming to grips with that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we always talk about this. I mean,
Yeah.
the automotive community is a big tent.
Yeah, right?
And,
Yeah, everyone's
that's fun.
welcome. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, even if you don't like necessarily driving,
Right.
you could still be an automotive enthusiast if
Right.
you like displaying your car, for instance.
Exactly. So I was thinking, because I had a little bit of money that I saved up and set aside for a fun car, and the conditions were that I would get rid of Dusty Rusty and the parts car, right?
Okay.
And so
That was the deal you made with yourself?
yeah, right. And so I was thinking, I was trying to think about what if I could just get something simple, what would I want it to be? And so I was thinking, like, well, would I want like a Civic SI, like 2004, right, and track it all the time? But then I was like, man, I really want turbo. I really want something with boost. I was like, well, maybe I could get like a classic VW, and like, because that'd be fun. I've never done anything like that before. I'd really dig that. And then I found this Saab, and I was like, okay, well, yeah, like a Viggen that's a bucket list car.
Yeah,
I was going to own one at some point,
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's the car you've always wanted.
Yeah.
You should do it.
Yeah. And so then what does it look like me owning that Viggen on a day-to-day basis, and what do I want out of it? The thing that I want, and the thing that I think it delivers in spades, is that it makes a super simple, normal drive crazy fun.
Yeah.
I'm not overly worried about the ride height, because it's not track hardened.
Right.
Like I can still drive on normal streets, most of Denver's normal streets, right? And not like have my butthole puckered shut, right?
I know exactly what you mean.
exactly what, right? But, right? And so like I want something that just makes a simple drive fun and still rewards like more spirited driving,
Yeah.
but isn't insane.
Yeah. No,
Right?
it's such a cool car, and like now they're so cheap
Yeah.
that like it's a no-brainer.
Right.
And
right.
I'm really excited to see what it starts, because it already looks really pretty boss. Like because the paint looks great.
Thanks. Yeah.
I'm excited to see what it looks like after some restoration happens.
I plan on doing like a full paint job, like full like trim off, bumpers
Really?
off, like for real, like new metal welded into that wheel well type
You're
of
gonna have
restoration.
like multiple amounts of what you paid for the car into the paint job.
No, and I was telling Peter, that the guy that I bought it from, I was like, well, it's like me getting this car, like I can't just let it sit. I can't leave it as is.
Right.
Buying this car is like me also giving myself an internal obligation to spend X amount of dollars restoring it,
Yeah.
right?
I'm excited about it. I'm excited to see what it looks like.
But I'm committed now,
Yeah.
you know?
Are you gonna take the wheels back to stock, or are you gonna do like
Like Saab 9.5 Aero wheels, like nice, you know, and then I'm gonna wait for a set of the BBS RK Mark IIs, I think.
the arcades?
Yeah, I think. Let me see if I can pull them up. God, this is the most technical show we've ever done.
I know. I know.
Viggen BBS wheels. BBS wheels. Yeah, they were made by BBS, and they look great. They're 17-inch. They are these right here.
Oh, those are cool.
Yeah.
I like those wheels. I've
so-
seen those before. I always thought they were aftermarket.
No, so they were a stock option on certain Viggens. You know, I think like 99 or 2000, 2001 maybe.
Okay.
I think when the 99 that I have is that's Nick Taliaferro's
Oh,
Saab.
that's funny.
Yeah, his Viggen, which is insane. Yeah, he has that thing. He's got like the top mount turbo, the crazy manifold, and all
really?
that stuff. Yeah, so but yeah, so those BBS wheels.
That's kind of like the BBS wheels that my dad has in the Maserati.
Oh, right.
You know, they look pretty similar.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I like those wheels a lot.
Those are not the paper mache wheels.
Right.
I like the way those big 5 spokes look.
Are they 16s on there now?
17's on there now.
Okay, so
Yeah.
they'll be the same size and
Mhm.
everything.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah,
So,
those will look great.
Yeah. Thanks, man.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Taliaferro should have put his name backwards on the front of his Saab, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I mean, people are only going to see that briefly before he passes them, but yeah. So, I mean, yeah, that's it. So it's really weird seeing a Saab without a bike rack on it. Like I keep opening the door to see if one's popping up, and actually Peter was nice enough to include it, the Thule rack, because it has a specific Thule rack for it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the rear has these little clips that like snap in, and like it was made with Thule, a Swedish company, and Saab. You know, so yeah, So I have a Viggen now. I'm gonna.
I'm so psyched for you.
I'm gonna plate it at the DMV tomorrow, and
That's gonna be great.
Yeah. So
you were just rolling dirty on the way back, huh?
So I checked on this. So you actually, if you've purchased a car and you have insurance for it and the bill of sale, I think you have 3 days that you can legally drive it.
Oh, okay.
From that time.
Okay.
Without and I think it's because like you take into account holidays and stuff like that.
Right.
Right. 3 days, I think in Colorado, that you can, like, if you got pulled over, you could be like, I just bought this. The DMV hasn't opened yet.
Right.
You know, and I'm just transporting it home. I think that
Right,
you
that's
can
what it's
only
for.
like transport it home. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah. So I did drive it around a little bit this afternoon with the summer wheels and tires on it. You know, just because I drove down from A-Basin with the studs on.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
But it actually did fine. So yeah.
Excuse me. Sorry.
So the last thing I'll say, and then we can move on because we have a bunch of stuff to get to. But the last thing I'll say is that like that feeling of boost is back, and it's so
It was missing from your
effing
life.
good. So Dusty Rusty was all about like the way the tune was, right? Was all about like that power just got more and more, like you'd pass 2,800 RPM and then it was like crazy. What the fuck is going on? Like,
Right.
you know, yeah.
Right.
By the time you hit like 5,800 RPM or so.
Right. And it also didn't have any of those handling.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And
So
yeah.
so this is what, 230 horsepower?
Yeah, 230 stock.
Okay.
Yeah. But this has it also has a stage 1 tune,
Okay.
just to even everything out with the exhaust and all that stuff.
Oh, right, because it's got the downpipe and
Yep.
everything too.
Yep.
makes
So
sense.
and he also included the stock ECU too. So I have that. Right?
See,
Solid dude.
Saab owners.
Right? So
The
yeah.
most fastidious.
Yeah. But so while I've been selling everything on Craigslist, while I've been selling everything, I sent you one of my ads because I try to write really funny ads,
Uh-huh.
right? And so a Saab owner reached out to me and said, "Your ads are hilarious. I take it you're getting rid of your Saab, or you know, you're done with your Saab obsession." Right.
Uh-huh. And you're like, oh no, it's getting worse.
And
It just got more expensive. Is all.
yeah, and then he said, I've almost given up on my It was a nice guy that sent me an email. I've almost given up on my 9.5 wagon, like an 03 ARC wagon.
Oh, nice.
But I just can't give it up yet.
Mhm.
And so I wrote him a nice email back, and I said, thanks for reaching out. I sent him a link to our French film. Right?
Oh, awesome.
And but I called this out in the email. I love that, like, within 48 hours of me posting that on Craigslist, another Saab owner who does what I did, routinely looking for parts on Craigslist. So basically, Craigslist is our VW Vortex. We started this new social media site for Saab owners. It's called Craigslist.
It's called the Craigslist parts section.
Right?
The misconnections section for Saab owners is just an ad for direct injection.
Yeah.
Cassette.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Yeah. So super nice guy. It was nice to solid people in the Saab community. So yeah.
That's really fun.
But so ultimately, this car is for fun driving every now and then, and like cars and coffee. I want to be able to take it to Cars and Coffee.
Nice.
That's really it.
That sounds awesome. I'm super psyched. I'm super psyched to see, how it turns out.
Thanks, man. Thanks. Yeah. I can't wait for you to drive it. I can't wait for you to ride it.
I've always wanted to drive a Viggen. I've never gotten to drive one.
Yeah.
I'm so excited to drive it.
I've already stalled it once. So this doesn't have the cable clutch.
Right, it's hydraulic.
Yeah, this is hydraulic. This is the first year they did hydraulic
Right.
clutches. Yeah. So there we go. It has a limited slip differential. That came stock.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so the big differences were the diff.
2.3 liter, the diff.
Well, but between the Viggen and the, like, say, the Aero.
Yeah. So the
the
Aero
limited slip diff
Yep.
was only on the Viggen, right?
Yep. And so was the 2.3. You could only get the 2.0 on the Aero.
Oh,
yep.
okay.
Yep.
Okay, I didn't realize
Yep.
that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep. So limited slip diff. The 2.3
body kit.
The body kit, obviously. Yeah. And then bigger brakes, different seats, different interior. Yeah, different seats. And then what else?
Is the suspension different too? Did they have
I think they did have different suspension from the factory. Yeah. There was in one of the advertisements they kind of lay that stuff out. Yeah. So
that's cool.
Yeah.
That's the other thing you need to start looking for on eBay and stuff. Are old magazines from the era.
Right. To get ads.
To get the old ads and reviews and stuff.
Yeah.
To go with it.
Yeah.
Because I think that stuff is cool. I know it's kind of cheesy.
No, I love that stuff.
Yeah. Especially if you're going to be doing car shows and stuff with it.
Yeah.
All right. I'm super psyched.
Thanks, man.
I can't wait.
Thanks, dude. Yeah.
What do we want to talk about next?
Oh, let's see here. Oh, God, my laptop went to sleep. We have a whole bunch of My Eyes. Do you want to run me through some My Eyes stuff?
Yeah. Can we do my one since you already spoiled it?
Yeah.
Anyway?
Yeah.
So go back to
okay.
go back to one.
Back to one, everybody.
Back to one.
Okay.
So, I was driving on 6th Avenue.
Okay.
Coming in from the mountains.
Yeah.
Right when you can see where it is. 6th.
Oh, yeah, 6th and Galapagos.
Yeah. And I saw it out of the corner of my eye, and it was like, that's a Citroen DS. I just saw the shape.
Was anybody else with you?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Jenny was with me. And the whole family was with me.
Okay.
And I was like, oh my God, that's a Citroen DS.
Look at that.
And then I saw it, and then I took a second look,
and
I was like, oh my God, it's a beat Citroen DS.
Yeah.
I've seen DSs before, but
Right.
I've never seen a beater one.
Yeah.
And I am in love.
How fun would a beater DS be?
It looks. It was all by itself in this parking lot. And it's been there for 2 days. I saw it yesterday first, and then I drove by it again today, and I dropped everyone off at home and went back to go get pictures.
Okay.
And I looked underneath, and it's really rusty.
Okay.
And it looks like maybe the hydraulic lines are cut for the suspension or something.
Okay.
Or brake lines or something are cut underneath.
Oh.
So I think somebody probably bought it and is maybe planning on restoring it or something.
Okay.
And just parked it there.
Sure.
But it's just so exciting to see that.
Yeah.
It's such a cool shape, and it's such a weird car.
It is. It's fantastic. It's beautiful. So are these more pictures of it?
Yes, more pictures. So that's the other side.
Wow, look at that. That's basically the opposite of my Viggen. This side looks great.
Yeah.
I love I love that green and red body panel.
I do too.
I wonder if it was like somebody's company car and it was like painted for a shop or something like that.
Well, I don't know. Well, I'm guessing it was more like they needed to keep it running and needed to get body panels. So
Right.
they just got whatever color they could get.
Yeah.
But I love the idea now. Like, all I'm thinking about since I saw it is the idea of a Citroen DS rat rod.
Yes. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, right? Look at that hood. Look at that. Look at that roof line. Look at that chrome.
Like, I would just want a clear coat over all of that.
Yep. Oh, yeah,
And
100%.
just keep the patina.
Yeah,
Because I think it looks super cool like that.
it does. Yeah. I would.
And then I've got more
oh,
from the back is just so
look
cool.
at that. It's adorable. Look, different era body panels.
Yeah.
One has a square
Right.
Indicator. The other one has a round one.
Well, and different era tail lights as well.
oh, yeah. Look at that. They just kept it going. It's a parts bin special.
It's amazing.
They managed to find a French junkyard and kept this running.
I'm in love.
Yeah. This is
Completely
amazing.
Smitten. And then I looked in the interior.
Uh-huh.
So
Whoa.
yeah, the interior is super weird. Like everything that you touch
Uh-huh.
is strange. in it,
Okay.
right? Like the steering wheel
Yeah.
is one spoke.
Yeah, with one spoke, yeah.
And then like
The elephant trunk
this
steering.
right here,
Uh-huh.
that right there. That's how you adjust the air vent.
Oh, wow. Like it looks like a
little
gear shift
stalk.
lever.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Super, super cool.
Yeah.
The keys are in it.
Oh, they are.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because I'm guessing it very much does not run.
Please nobody steal it.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
It's just super cool.
That's
but then
adorable.
So it looks like there's a bunch of like of the era junk in it.
Oh, okay.
So go to the next picture
Uh-huh.
and zoom in on this pamphlet right here.
Whoa. End time prophecy and the New World Order. Whoa.
Yeah.
You found a conspiracy theorist Citroen?
I know, right?
Whoa.
How awesome is that?
Dude.
It's
That's insane.
we need to get the story behind this car.
Yeah. Denver Spoke Bicycles. Maybe there's a name on there that we can find.
Well, and I mean, I wonder like if that shop is still around. I'm guessing
Yeah.
it's not.
No, I don't think so. Yeah.
I don't know. It's just such a cool
That's
car.
amazing. Look at that rear view.
I know.
Oh my God.
It's just such a weird,
It
cool
is.
shape.
Ian, that's beautiful.
Like I get excited whenever I see one of those.
Oh yeah.
Period.
In any shape or form, yeah.
But
yeah.
to see a beat up one, and
Yeah.
maybe people in Europe see beat up DSs
Sure, yeah,
around, but
yeah.
like
Not in America.
that's a weird thing.
Not in Colorado.
right. It's
Yeah.
like nobody owns that car on accident.
Right. Yeah, there's a story.
Right. You own that car because it's a passion project,
Right.
and so you're restoring
Right.
it or you're doing something with it.
Right.
But
that
like-
it was like your weird, eccentric great aunt's car
Right,
that she
something.
left you in her will, and everything else in her estate went to her cat.
Yeah.
And so you have this DS. You have to drive the cat around once a year to
Right.
keep it.
And
Yeah.
and like, or you bought it at an auction
Right.
and it's in mint condition.
Right.
Right. But like this does not exist.
Right.
I would have thought.
Yeah.
It's so cool.
That is.
I want it.
You know what I would love is
I actually had a little daydream that like I
Uh-huh.
was gonna go up to it and start taking pictures, and the guy was gonna come out.
be like, hey,
and-
what do you want for? Or yeah.
Yeah, and like offer me a straight up trade for my car, and I would be like, would I do it?
Would you for your R32?
I would think about it.
Yeah.
I would probably end up doing it.
Have you looked on Craigslist for these?
Oh, they're expensive.
Yeah.
I think. Pretty
Okay.
sure. I'm pretty sure they're pretty.
You might
expensive.
need to keep checking to see if this one pops up.
Yeah. Well, and then I was thinking like, on the way over here, I was planning. I think it was going to be like, well, Dave just got rid of all his cars.
Yeah.
and he's
Tell me
into
about what you were thinking.
luxury sedans. So like, we should find out the story and get this.
Right.
And this should be the Team ClearCoat mobile.
Yeah, that is 100% a Team ClearCoat
Um,
mobile.
But sounds like somebody else made other plans.
I had an executive decision. Yeah. I don't know. Is the Viggen the official Team ClearCoat mobile? Yeah, I think
it is now.
in its current shape it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm so psyched. That you have
As I make it better, it becomes less our car.
it. Right. My car will continually get worse though, so it's okay. But yeah, so I just wanted to. I had to get pictures of that.
I would imagine that with your car like aging, there is a painting of like a European aristocrat in an attic somewhere that keeps getting younger.
Keeps getting more handsome. Yeah.
Right? Like a German like duke or something.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, there's like an oil painting that keeps getting more handsome. Yeah.
Yep.
Because of your car.
That's really funny.
I like that. Yeah. Yeah,
So-
I mean, whenever we do Craigslist deals, we always have like a witch curse us, right? Sorry, what were you gonna say?
Well, I was gonna say that actually brings me into my observation thing. If we want to do that,
let's do Ian's observations.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is not shower thoughts.
not shower thoughts.
This is not my eyes.
not my eyes.
Okay, this is
Sort
just,
of in between.
just noodling, just Ian
Kind
noodling?
of. Yeah.
Okay.
So I was. So we have the new baby. So
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
family in and out of town. And I
Wait,
was,
what?
Yeah. So I was driving around today with my sister-in-law.
Okay. Yeah.
And she's also into music and
Yeah.
So we like trade music back and forth.
Yeah, yeah.
So she was playing something for me, and it was more electronic. She kind
Okay.
of lives more in the electronic stuff.
Right.
And as you know, like I listen to a pretty wide range
Yeah, you do.
of music, and I like a lot of electronic music.
Right.
The thing is, and I've always thought this about my car,
Okay.
is that I feel like I can't really listen to electronic music with my windows down
Right.
at any sort of volume with my car.
Right.
Because I have a lower German car. And
Right.
if I roll up to a stoplight with
Blasting techno.
blasting techno music, people are just going to think I'm horrible Eurotrash. Right?
Yeah, and you're also
Like Eurotrash wannabe, which is
Yeah.
the worst.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah.
And like
Yeah.
and Jackie, my sister-in-law, was laughing. She was like, "Yeah, they're just gonna, like, no matter what you're wearing, they would look over and they would just see like gold chains and like a tracksuit."
and just expect you to like slowly raise up a schnitzel.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly. And I wondered then if other people had this same thing, like if they're self-conscious about
Okay.
the music that they play.
Okay.
Because if you see a car
Uh-huh.
and loud music combination
Yeah.
without seeing the driver,
Uh-huh.
like that really completes a picture.
It does. It does. I have a story about music and a driver, but just remind me to tell you after this.
Okay.
Go on.
So like, no, go ahead, because
Okay.
because I have an FMK cars to go with this.
Okay, it's just real short and funny, but I was driving the Viggen today,
Mhm.
and a dude pulled up next to me, like I don't know, maybe mid-30s, 40, black man in a Buick, window down. I had the windows down in the Saab, and just like this nice, smooth, like laid back rap beat is coming out of it, and he's leaning up against the door sill, and he's like, yeah, that West Coast vibe, yeah, and he's like he's talking and he's into it, and like I just like I look over at him and I smile and I give him a nod, and he's like, what's up, man? You like this beat? And I was like, yeah, it sounds real nice. And he said, I just made it in my studio.
That's awesome.
And I was like, oh, that's awesome. He was like, what do you like about it? I was like, well, I like that it's laid back. I like that it's chilled. Like not a lot of people are doing that. And it's nice. It sounds good. And he was like, thanks, man. You got to listen to it in the car to see how it sounds. I was like, you're exactly right. You got to listen to it at home and you got to listen to it in the car. Like when you're mixing
Yeah.
stuff, you have to do the car mix, right?
Mhm.
And he was like, yeah. And then he looked at me and he goes, yeah, you rap? Because I look like someone who raps, and I was like, oh no, man, no.
I need to go lay down.
Right?
Someone asked you if you were a rapper.
Yeah. And he goes, oh man, I was hoping you'd say yes. I'd make you famous. And then the light turned green, and we both went our separate ways. Yeah. MC Ginger Ninja coming at you.
MC SPF 50.
Yeah. So that's
my God.
that's my car
You
music
rap?
story. Do I rap? Yeah.
Jesus
Like,
Christ.
Hey, say what you will. That guy is casting a wide net. He's not judging a book based on its cover,
No, I mean,
right?
No. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's bound to.
To a fault.
He's bound to find someone who says yes to that question at some
right,
point.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. No, it sounded good. I should have asked him if he had a band camp or something.
Oh.
Yeah.
Send me a link to your SoundCloud.
Yeah, right? No, it was a nice beat. Yeah.
It's so funny. Oh my god, dude.
Weird stuff happens to me, Ian.
Weird stuff does happen to you. It's crazy. Oh my god. Anyway. So yes,
Yeah.
you've got to think about the combination, what
of
your
the music, and the
music
car,
and the car.
and the person. It just makes this coalesce image. And yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay. Okay.
So
all right.
it occurred to me that other people might have this sort of like reticence about the music that they like.
Right. Right. And yeah. Yeah. Not wanting to be on the nose or be a stereotype. Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And so that brings me to an FMK Cars.
Okay, all right. FMK Cars is a game that Ian and I play on the show. It's based on the classic game Fuck, Marry, Kill. But instead of playing it with the people, because that's something awful people do, we play it with cars because we're nice. And people think we're rappers. When we are obviously not, considering we can't even say this in any sort of rhythmic or rhyming fashion. Ian, F means you.
You a rapper.
I know. Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
my god.
My first rap is like,
I have peed in the blanket for it.
my first rap is I like mountain bikes. Yeah.
Hey,
yeah.
mister, you got any candy?
But not in a parentheses, but not in a weird way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not a euphemism.
Anyway, F, driving for a day. M, daily driver. K, kill it.
Yeah.
There we go.
Okay.
Yeah.
We got through it.
Dave's a rapper.
All right. All right. So I don't really have a title for this one.
Okay. All right. Which
But-
is odd for you.
I know. But in this scenario, you're going to get a car
Okay. All
and
right.
you're going to get a piece of music.
Okay.
And so the thing is, though, with each one of these scenarios, everyone you meet, their first impression of you
Okay.
is going to be seeing the car
Uh-huh.
and hearing the music. They
Okay.
don't see you.
Gotcha.
But
Gotcha.
you are you.
right.
So
right.
your
Right.
first So your first impression
Right.
is whatever that is.
Right. And then they meet me.
Then they meet you, and then you can recover or
Right, right.
recede or
Yes,
whatever as
yes.
the case may be.
Okay.
And so, like, even if you're at a party and
Uh-huh.
someone introduces you,
okay. Okay.
they show them a video of your car pulling up with the music playing,
Okay.
and then they meet you.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So, people at parties, business
Work,
associates.
Gotcha. Job interviews.
Yeah.
Distant relatives I've never met before at a funeral.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
So the first one, BMW 325.
Okay. All right.
I'm gonna say like a E36.
Okay. Yeah, just your basic.
Yep.
Yeah, basic BMW.
Lowered,
Okay.
fogged taillights,
Okay.
amber fog lights,
Uh-huh.
German house music.
Okay.
Just
all right.
blasted.
Okay. All right.
All right.
Okay.
So the second one,
Okay.
yes, exactly like that,
There we go.
with like fake M body kit. The
Go
whole,
figure. We found a picture of that thing
Almost
that you
immediately.
described.
Yeah.
Go on.
All right. So the next one,
Okay.
lifted Ram 1500.
Okay.
A light bar,
Oh,
a gun rack,
Okay.
and like pop country music.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
So the other thing too here is you got to figure out which expectation you're gonna most
Right.
enjoy subverting.
Right. Right. Right.
Right.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
All right. The last one. Chevy C6 Corvette,
Okay. Okay.
bone stock.
Okay. Okay.
Not a change to it. Maybe you've got a clear bra in the front.
Okay. All right.
Jimmy Buffett.
Oh. Oh crap.
Yeah, and you don't get like a Z06 or anything like that.
Jimmy Buffett. Ian, come on, man. I can't be a Buffett guy.
Well, but you're not a Buffett guy.
I know, but I would be subverting the Buffett
You're not a Buffett guy.
stereotype.
Should have gone C5.
Go ahead, change it. C5.
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 C5
Okay.
is what you
All
want,
right.
but not that one because that's a Z06. But you know,
we get the idea.
but
yeah.
it's C5.
Are you sure not a C4?
No, C5.
Okay.
C5 because you're not. Yeah, C5.
Okay.
That's the one.
Okay.
Because this is one thing that we talked about. Like you can tell like how old someone is by like figuring out what their peak earning age was.
Right.
With the nice car that they drive as an older person.
Right.
So this works.
I think for a day. Oh man. Okay, for a day, I think I am going to drive the Ram truck.
Okay.
And subvert all expectations of a gun-toting thing. I will show up to like Planned Parenthood marches and charity events.
Just immediately apologize for things.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and see everybody be like, and then win them back.
Okay.
Okay.
Wow. Ambitious.
Okay. Well,
I like it.
Those are my people.
Yeah.
And then, oh man, I do like German techno. Okay, I have to kill the C6.
Really?
Yeah, or C5. And I am going to marry the BMW and German house music.
Nice.
And I will, because I think part of that fun is that it's hard for someone like me to break through that stereotype. Right? Because I think if you look at me and you see that, you'll always kind of see that car and that music with me. Like, I don't think I'm that vastly different to like really shake that off. Right?
Yeah.
Whereas with the Ram truck, I am, and it would be easy to shed that perception. With this, I think it's going to kind of be fun because like that'll hang with me a little bit, and I'll know that.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. What do you think you would do?
See, the thing is, I feel like I can't do the Eurotrash thing because people would just look at me and be like, "Oh yeah, no, that makes sense."
Right.
And that would be too much. I don't think I could do that.
Right.
I don't think I wouldn't enjoy that.
Okay.
I like having some contradictions about me.
Okay.
That would be too much. That would be too on the nose.
Okay.
I can't have this haircut and that car. That doesn't work.
You might at some point.
I might.
Yeah, I was gonna say if somebody handed you one, you'd take it pretty quick.
I probably would.
Yeah.
I think I can't, and then I would have to kill the truck, I think, because I think if I got out of that, people would just die laughing. And I would never get a chance to talk to them at all.
But that would be a great opener.
If I hopped down out of that or got a little rope ladder and like climbed down out of it, like that would, I don't think that would work.
Okay.
I couldn't
all
do
right.
that.
Which means
I would, oh God. So I think I would end up marrying, even though I fucking hate Jimmy Buffett.
Well, yeah, as you should.
I think I would marry the Corvette and I would drive the BMW for a day and I would kill the Ram.
Okay.
That's what I think I would do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, buddy. Okay. I like that we both had like car and music experiences.
That's really,
yeah.
Oh my God. You a rapper. Jesus Christ.
Hey, you got to hand it to the guy, man. He didn't discriminate based on looks.
No.
Dude.
Or apparently the 30 seconds of conversation he had with you.
Right? Ian.
Woo!
Yeah, I am not a rapper.
No. What else are we talking about today?
Oh, let's see.
We had more My Eyes, right?
Oh, yeah. We got tons more Mayas. We have some great car stanzas that people sent us. Let's see here. Okay, so there's the Ram. There's the BMW. There's the Corvette. There's the Viggen jet. Okay. Oh, yeah. Your dad sent us this one. Jeep Mac. They just put letters on the front. I love people that just go nuts with these stick-on letters.
Yeah.
Like Mac is in Mac trucks?
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, because I think that's the right font and everything for that.
Yeah. I think that font is called Walmart. No. It's Pep Boys.
He also said in the email that that's on a Jeep Patriot.
Oh, boy.
Which makes it funnier.
Yeah.
And also, so just to recap, if you're new to the show,
Yeah.
we have we like to sometimes name automotive phenomena.
Yes. Yes.
And one of the ones that we have discussed at length on the show is called car stanza.
Yes.
And it's basically the idea that you are rebadging your car in a deceptive slash
You're lying to yourself and you're lying to others.
yes. And we realize that this is George Costanza in automotive form.
It is.
Car stanza.
Yep.
So
his famous quote, "It's not a lie if you believe it."
Exactly.
Right?
And so this person believes that their Jeep Patriot was made by Mack Trucks.
Exactly.
Probably. We can assume.
Yeah. So
we have a couple of these.
Yeah, and if you see one of these, it's a great reason to call the Team ClearCoat My Eyes hotline, 720-515-1391. Yes.
I had my my ability to memorize phone numbers surgically removed in 2007.
Nice, when you got your first smartphone.
Yeah.
Ian, also, let's stop all of this tomfoolery for a minute.
Oh.
We need to talk about an email that we received.
Oh. Okay.
Right?
I don't know which email.
The best email we've ever received.
Oh!
Yeah!
Oh, God, we have a lot to talk about.
We do.
Yes. So, last week, we were
Let's
kind
get
of
this bullshit off the screen. Oh, and we'll talk about that later.
Jesus.
Yeah.
I hadn't seen that. So, last week we were kind of in like self-promote mode.
Yeah.
Just debasing
with the French film.
ourselves,
Yeah.
Because we did the French film and had
Yep.
some pretty exciting interactions on the internets about that.
Yeah.
But we got this email unprompted from a guy named Drew.
Yeah, Drew R.
Drew in Indiana.
His email is fan. You just need to read it because the kid's he's funnier than us.
He is.
Yeah.
Which is really annoying. Subject line, love the show. Already suspicious.
I like that your hackles go up. That's basically somebody asking you if you're a rapper. Yeah. Like, what are you? Yeah.
Suspicious already. Love the show. He says, "Hi, Dave and Ian. I'm a 13-year-old from Indiana, the state of literally nothing, and I love the show."
That killed me.
That's a great opening line because I've been to Indiana.
Yeah,
and he's correct.
Indiana's slogan is "Illinois over there."
Watch out for the cops in Ohio.
Yeah.
So, right off the bat, 13-year-olds
hilarious
should not listen to this show.
Right.
Nor should anyone else, if we're honest, but especially not 13-year-olds.
Right.
That does not mean we're not going to take the listeners.
Exactly. We'll take the downloads.
We don't think you should.
Right.
But we'll allow it.
But continue with this email because it's great.
I'm a fan of cars and I get joy from listening to your show. I wanted to call the Team ClearCoat Auto Rage Hotline, which I do like that new name for it.
That name is good, yeah. Team ClearCoat Auto Rage Hotline.
Honestly, we change the name every week anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, and Ike just calls it the hotline.
Yeah. And he continues, but my parents said you don't need to be talking to strangers.
You don't, Drew. You don't.
And I pretty much gave them the stink eye and figured I'd email you guys instead.
Drew, if you're listening to this with your parents, we're really sorry. You should have had time to pause it by now.
Yeah. Also, I feel like Drew is maybe wasting his youth if this is his rebellion. There are far better ways to rebel against your parents than whatever this is.
No, this is the right way to rebel. Don't shoot heroin into your eyeball. Listen to us instead. That old chestnut.
Yeah.
He
said, it would make my day if you could shout me out on the show. Well, job done. Done and done.
Drew, thank you for your email. Yeah.
Funny, keep writing.
Yeah,
because you're obviously a good writer.
Yeah.
And keep in touch.
Yes. So hilarious kid. I think this, like, the youths is something we don't really talk about much on the show, but we will at a later date.
I wonder why.
Well,
maybe because we're very much not youths.
No, but I think like a kid, if we could snap back with the knowledge that we have now of what your first car should be when you're 16, right? When the first car, I think kids have a greater challenge now because if they try to look at if an automotive enthusiast tries to, a young one tries to figure out what their first car should be, they're going to be like knee deep in VW Vortex threads and like finding like settings for HDMI channels on televisions instead of like, hey, just get something you think is cool and learn everything you can about it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. So I don't know. I'd be curious to see what Drew wants as a first car, like where his head's at, stuff like that. Yeah. Yeah. It's something that, I've thought about.
Tell us what the kids are thinking so we can improve our demographics, Drew.
No, but like Nico's first car and Gus's first car and all this
Give
stuff.
me a rocket pack. It's not.
It's not.
It's not.
It's not.
No, it's not. It's going to be that
first
Citroen
car,
DS or something.
Yeah. First car is going to be the Hyperloop.
Yeah, no, the first car is going to be a horse, the way things are going.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
No,
Yeah.
Drew, I'm sorry that everyone older than you has screwed everything up for you.
Yeah, yeah. I really hope he has a planet left by the time he can buy a car.
True.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
This has gotten dark.
It has. It has. But, Drew, thank you so much for your email. That it means the world to us. It's the best one we've ever received.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
What else do we got?
We need to talk about my buddy Alonzo.
Okay.
Saw something that I like to coin the fire turd.
The fire turd.
He saw what is this? He saw oh crap, where'd it go? Here it is. Here it is. That is a Chevy.
Show it to the people.
Show it to the people. This is a Chevy
Traverse?
Traverse, maybe? With a giant Firebird logo on the hood.
That's amazing.
Right?
And that's a different grill as well. I think that's the Traverse.
Yeah.
I'm looking it up.
We don't need to know.
I know, but it's happening,
so
and I'm doing it. That's not a Traverse.
It's GMC Envoy. It's the same thing as
small one.
Is the Buick Egg car. It's the same platform.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. But he saw that, and his appropriate thing was WTF.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Right? Oh God, what am I doing?
What is happening?
I keep clicking on the thing and it keeps thinking that I want to email our buddy Nathan. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, I had that Cars song stuck in my head. Who's gonna drive you home? That's a great
the
song.
Equinox.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay,
maybe, or is it the Trax?
So that means somebody got a big ass Firebird logo and like Smokey and the Bandit. This is more like Smokey and the Suck It? I don't know. What?
This the Suck It?
Yeah. Awful.
That might be a Chevy Trax.
Okay. Oh, yeah, that's what it is. It's a Chevy Trax. And it is awful. So,
that's terrible.
Alonzo, we're sorry you had to see that.
Ugh.
Yeah. So, from Fire Turds to Fire Birds, our buddy GTP Johnny, you like what I did there?
I do.
Look at what he just got.
That is awesome.
Look at that. That's amazing.
So what year did he tell you what year it was? 79?
I can't remember. Yeah. But so he's a professional auto detailer.
Yeah.
So guess what kind of car is going to look amazing at the hands of a professional auto detailer?
Yeah. So it's a Trans Am, late 70s Trans Am with the shaker hood. Is that what that's called?
Don't know. But it's amazing.
Anyway, so he's got the hood scoop thing, the reverse hood scoop thing.
Yeah.
And the huge screaming chicken on it. It's white, which is pretty
That's awesome.
cool.
Yeah.
White with the gold chicken and then black wheels, which is really cool. It's a really cool color combination.
Yeah. Looks amazing.
Yeah.
I can't wait to hear more about it. Yeah.
So he's on the Blown Pistons podcast, and you should follow his progress there.
Yep. And at GTP Johnny on Twitter.
He's going to have to change his handle now.
Yeah.
He doesn't have a GTP anymore.
I wonder did he get rid of the GTP? I wonder if this is just
Maybe
a new acquisition.
In addition?
Yeah.
That's a good question.
Yeah. And then my buddy Matt sent us this. It's a Ford Ranger with a Nissan fucking GTR badge stuck to the side of it.
Okay, so I have a question. I have questions.
Yeah, well, as you should, because every one of these,
So my first thought is a hopeful one, because there are other context clues here that give me hope that that's not just nonsense.
Okay, walk me through this one.
For some reason, the wheels, the Steelies, make me think that maybe, possibly, and the black and the tinted windows. Could there possibly be an RB engine?
No way.
Lurking under there?
No, but I know that there is a very, very common turbocharger mod for Ford Rangers.
Okay.
So the 4-cylinder, there's plenty of room under the hood. Turbocharging a Ford Ranger is not unheard of. In fact, I once sold Dusty Rusty's stock intercooler. I sold to somebody that was turbocharging a Ranger.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So what if they had a turbo from a GTR? Would that be acceptable?
No.
No?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't know. Do you?
I have kind of a soft spot in my heart for people who do that sort of thing. Like when you start to Frankenstein the car.
Right. Well, yeah.
You add to the badges.
Okay.
I think that's kind of cool when that happens.
I think the way I would like to see that is if they change the name into like a Granger or something like that. Right? Like kind of like made a spoonerism or mashed it together. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know.
Maybe this person's initials are GT. Maybe it's like Garrett Thomas Ranger. Yeah, Garrett Thomas's Ranger.
Oh man.
Yeah.
It would be awesome to know if there was an RB powered Ranger like out there someplace.
Yeah.
But I
doubt it. Yeah. I mean, I'll give you this. It's a lot more hopeful than seeing TRD badges or TRD decals on a Jeep Grand Cherokee's door handles, right?
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
I'm now Googling
Why
Ford Ranger GTR.
No, don't do that.
This is what happens.
Dead air, Ian.
This is what happens, though.
I'll just talk to. This will be the Untitled Car Show. Then
I'll
just talk to myself.
It's no good. It's no good what I'm doing. I'm sorry. I'll stop. Going back.
Ian.
I'll never stop.
Okay, what else do we have? I
don't know. You said you had talkabouts, but I'm guessing you were talking about the Viggen.
I was talking about the Viggen.
What time are we at?
Oh, we've been at this nonsense for an hour and 5 minutes.
Okay. Well, how about you give me an FMK cars and we'll wrap it up. We'll call it a day.
All right, let me wake up old laptopy here.
Laptopy.
Yeah.
While Dave is doing that, if you have not watched our short film,
yes,
please do that, and also please leave a comment on YouTube or on Facebook, whichever place you decide to watch it.
Yeah.
It's uploaded natively to both places because we're idiots. But yeah, do that. We're very proud of it.
Yeah. Which
is a weird feeling.
I know.
It's weird. It's weird to feel proud of things.
Yeah.
But we are proud of it. You should watch it.
That's it. Yeah.
And share it.
Yes. And we can't thank the people that made it happen enough.
Yes.
Yeah. Let's see here. So I want to. This is cars that are featured at the Peterson Museum JDM exhibit right now.
Oh, awesome.
Okay. Let's see here. My buddy Mark sent me a link to it. Maybe it's on Road and Track's website. Yes, this is it. Okay, so this is Road and Track's article about it. So first up, Ian, is this right here, this Mazda RX-3.
Holy shit.
Look at it. It's got fender mirrors. It's green and yellow, Ian.
And riveted fender flares.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
How perfect is that? Okay.
I love everything about it. I love the color. I love the wheels. I love the rally lights.
It's everything, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's another car I would lick.
Okay. Yeah. So then let's see here. Then another one that I want you to choose from is going to be, Ian. It is going to be that Flying Feather is insane and the Fuji car is crazy.
Yeah.
But it is going
to so cool.
I know, right? We need to go see this. The Toyota Sports. Let's get to the Toyota Sports.
A Cosmo.
Yep, there's a Cosmo, of course. Nissans, and where's the toys? Where's the Toyota?
They're in alphabetical order.
They are. I guess I could have just searched for it also. Look at that Jimny, right? Suzuki Jimny LJ.
That's awesome.
Isn't that
must
awesome?
Be an original what the Jimnys used to look like.
Yep.
2000 GT.
We're looking for the Toyota Sports
oh my God.
800, though. There it is.
The 2000 GT is the best looking car ever made.
Yeah.
Like hands down.
Ian, look at this Toyota Sports 800.
Oh, that's so cool.
Right?
Is that a K car?
No, it's just a proper small GT.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Right? Yeah, look at that. It's like Toyota's MG. Yeah.
Oh, that's so
right?
cool.
There you go.
Oh,
There's
I
a great
love that.
Okay, so
the proportions are so strange.
Right?
But
but
really
it has a little
beautiful?
2000 GT in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Right? Okay.
That's really cool.
And then lastly, I'm going to give you a Nissan Silvia, the actual for real OG Silvia.
Control F.
Yep, there we go. Let's look for next. Let's see, is it? Nope,
Just
that's
enter.
Cosmo.
Enter.
Enter. Here it is.
Nope.
It's scrolling because it's filling in the pictures. There it is.
Oh.
Look
yeah,
at
that's
how
pretty.
elegant and pretty that is.
That is super pretty.
So
That's like a the old school Aston Martin Vanquish.
there you go.
Like a
yeah.
70s Vanquish
Yeah.
look to it.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
So one of these is going to have to die at your hand.
Oh.
Silvia,
Oh.
Toyota Sports 800,
Oh.
or the RX-3.
I love the
We've done
Volvo.
the RX-3 in a bunch of FMK cars because, I mean, look at it.
It's super, but never
It's
a
amazing.
motorsport version.
Right? Right?
I've never seen that before. That's,
Oh, it's amazing. Look at that front bumper.
oh, it's so cool.
I mean, you're marrying that, right?
it's unbelievably. I don't know the Silvia.
Yeah.
The Silvia though is
Right?
there's something about
It's
that.
so
that just-
beautiful.
yeah. The Toyota is really interesting because it like it looks like the aspect ratio on your screen is wrong.
Yeah, it looks like someone drew a sports car.
Right.
Right?
Like it looks like it's a sports car that was designed by Richard Scarry.
Right. There you go. Yeah.
Right?
That's exactly it.
It's a busy town sports
I
car.
love those books when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Oh,
Busy town sports car. That's what that is.
That's exactly it. God, that guy was a huge influence on my drawing.
Oh, really?
Oh, I can't even tell you. Oh, the Richard Scarry stuff, the best.
Yeah.
The best.
If you don't know who Richard Scarry is,
Yeah.
it's probably because you're 13 years old.
the best.
No, but that's exactly what that car is. So
Yeah.
it's like it's perfect, but like just off
yeah.
in like kind of a charming way.
But a good way. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Man, this is a really tough decision.
Hey,
like really tough.
I figured these three together were there's amazing stuff. Yeah, so go to roadandtrack.com, read this article, look at all the pictures.
Oh my
and thank you,
God.
Mark, for sending it to me.
Okay, I think I have to crush the Toyota.
Do you really? Okay.
I think I do because
Okay.
just because the other two are just
You're right. Right. Something has to die.
too amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, and then it's a really tough decision between the other two. Which would I live with? I think I'm gonna live with I think I'm gonna marry the Silvia.
Oh, okay. Okay.
It's just so pretty.
And then for a day, you're rallying the RX-3.
Yeah, I'm just gonna drive the shit out of that. Track day, cars and coffee.
Gravel,
gonna
gravel
do-
race.
I'm gonna do all of the car things
Right.
in one day. Like I'm just not gonna sleep. I'm just gonna take a bunch of speed
Gonna
and go do all the car things.
like a cartathlon.
yes,
Yeah.
yes. Oh my god, a cartathlon. That's
Yeah.
a really cool idea.
We need to do a cartathlon sometime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what.
Okay.
That's what you need to do.
And then you'll marry a Silvia.
Mm-hmm.
I don't blame you.
It's so pretty.
It is. It is.
It's so pretty. I'm trying to
Right?
think of the
It,
era.
it makes me think of like a
Vanquish.
DB5, something like that.
No, I think it's the Vanquish.
I don't
the
know.
old Vanquish.
Yeah. What year was this made? Nissan only built 554 in 3 years.
Or am I thinking of what's the old one?
1.6 twin cars. Silvia, yeah, that's the first generation. I don't know what year this was made.
Yeah.
Yeah. Huh. Yeah, I know there's probably some JDM freak
Or like the
yelling into
old,
their iPod
the
right
old
now.
DBS, the Aston Martin DBS.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Or the
Or the Zagato
the-
Aston.
the Vantage
Yeah.
is the one I'm thinking of. Not
Okay.
not the Vanquish. The
Yeah.
old like 70s era Vantage.
Okay.
Or the 60s era DBS especially. Like
Yeah.
look up a 1967 Aston Martin DBS.
Okay.
And then look back at the other one,
Oh yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of that in that Silvia.
Yeah.
What time was what year was the Silvia from?
It didn't say. Yeah, but look at that,
Mm-hmm.
and then the Silvia. Yeah.
Right?
Right. Yeah. Yeah, you're exactly right. Yeah.
That Silvia is so pretty.
It
Oh,
is.
I love
It is.
I think the Silvia is prettier.
Yeah, I do too.
than the GBS.
I was gonna say, yeah, I think like sometimes Japan takes something and just makes it that much better.
Well, I mean, just like the 2000 GT
Yeah,
is like an
a
improved
Jaguar
E-Type.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
an improved, which seems crazy to say,
Right.
that you can improve the looks
But-
of an E-Type.
God, did they?
Oh, it's so awesome.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
love that car so much.
Yep.
Anyway, oh my God. So what would you do with those three? It's tough, right?
I would marry the Sylvia as well. I
Would
think
you crush the Mazda?
I might crush the Mazda, and then I think for a day I would drive the Toyota Sports 800 and just
jam yourself in there
and just giggle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just dress up as the worm from Busy Town.
When you get inside that car, you see Roger Rabbit's world. Yeah.
No, it's Busy Town around you, like
Yeah,
the pig,
yeah.
the pig butcher, which is a pretty
right,
fucked up thing.
Right. Yeah, the little worm coming out of the apple.
Yep.
Yeah.
All that.
Yep.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
Thanks,
That was
man.
tough. I think we did
We did
like a real car show.
We did a real car show. We went deep technical.
I apologize to all of
Yeah,
our longtime listeners who
sorry.
expect worse of us.
That was a real curve we threw at them. That was a real
we
curve.
did a real car show.
We did a real car show, Ian.
It feels strange.
I know. I don't like it.
I don't like it either. We'll talk about pooping and stuff next time again. I guess we talked about pooping this time. Even in our real car show, we just can't escape it. The gravity of the poop is just too strong. It just pulls us in.
I'm not. It's
a
far too
veritable-
late for me to even
It's a veritable fecal black hole.
try to respond. All I can do is just shut it down.
Shut it down.
All right. Listen to us on iTunes. Subscribe to us on iTunes. Find us on Stitcher.
Yeah.
Do all that. TeamClearCoat.com. Rate and review us on iTunes. Watch our French film. Share the French film on Facebook with all your friends. Yeah. do
and
that.
even people you don't like.
Yeah.
Especially the
Yeah.
people you don't
Yeah.
like, I
Ti-
think.
Respond to a random Craigslist ad and send them our video. Look, I know you're selling Chevy Cobalt wheels.
If you work someplace with television screens and you
Yeah.
don't like your job,
yeah.
please just put it up on the screen on like a
Yep.
loop.
There you go. Yeah.
Write a little script and just loop it.
Yeah, there you go. Ian.
There you go.
So,
All right.
okay.
We love you, everyone.
We do.
We're
We love
sorry
you.
for actually talking about cars this week.
Yeah.
That was weird.
Yeah. But thank you, everybody.
Goodbye.